So thank you very much.
Thank you, Niklas. I hope we'll all be thinking a little bit about what we said. Before we go to the bottom. Mam przyjemność teraz zaprosić. Jesteśmy tak w ogóle troszeczkę nie w czasie, ze względu na pewne opóźnienie, z którym zaczęliśmy. Witam serdecznie wszystkich, którzy dotarli do nas z pewnym opóźnieniem. Wybaczamy z dwóch powodów, wczorajszego wieczoru oraz dzisiejszej pogody. Mam nadzieję, że mamy już komplet na sali. Możemy przejść do następnej.
A pytania?
Okej, przepraszam, tak jest, Panie Przewodniczący, dziękuję. Tak, teraz mam czas na pytania właściwie, chociaż... Właściwie to nie mamy czasu na pytania. Proszę.
Thank you very much. I have actually 3 questions to you. No, they will be very short.
One by one.
Of course, please limit your answers only to the region you are in charge, which is Mr. Europe. First of all, could you explain us what is the concept behind and for how long are you going to continue to offering both Galileo and Western content to the same customers? Second question is. eTravel is not only about the airlines and offering solutions or content to the travel agencies with the airlines, but also leisure. You mentioned some key elements of the leisure content like railways, but what about tour operators? Are you going to offer for that particular region any technology to automate or to offer the leisure content to operating content packages or dynamic packages, whatever, to travel agencies? And the third question would be, could you name just 3 key elements which differentiate you in front of the, of course, travel agencies from your competitors, which some others can say?
Easy questions. First of all, let me start with the first one, and I'm glad we rehearsed this. So I'm glad you didn't add any questions apart from the ones we agreed on. First of all, we believe in choice. Some of our competition doesn't. So we believe in offering multiple solutions and letting the customers choose the solution they find most suited for their needs. So that's why we continue to offer both Galileo and WorldSpan, as opposed to some of our competitors where it's a one-stop shop. You take our GDS, you take our mid-office, you take our IBE, and you have everyone same flavor as everyone else. So that's a firm belief in us as a company. As I demonstrated with the universal API, it's not really going to matter who you choose your content from. You're going to be able to book where you find the best rates or the best content, regardless of it's one of our GDSs or one of our competitor GDSs, because we believe that we will have the right content at the right speed at the right price. So that's to answer your first question. So we will continue to sell Galileo and WorldSpan separately as long as our customers request it, but we will also make the ability to use either one or both of them as they see fit in the new universal API, which is out with customers already. So it's not something that's happening in the future. We're running beta tests on it as we speak. Your second question was about other content, and I fundamentally, absolutely 100% agree with you. So it's not about airline. I think I said that a couple of times because you're going to have to sell your airline ticket at a loss. And unless you want to have a very unprofitable travel agency, you're going to have to sell other things as well. So we're adding the content that we see that our customers are asking us to add in the dimensions where they're wanting to add them. If there is a need in a universal API solution to add leisure content, we will add that leisure content. And we're having a dialogue with some of the big players around how to answer that. Because the feedback we're getting from the market, having to purchase that tour operator content in a separate application, which you quite often have to buy if you buy the GDS solution, is not the preferred solution. So to answer that, so we're absolutely looking at it, and we're absolutely hoping to add that. And I think the last comment was the 3 things that separates us from the competition. I think the first one is we are the only truly global player, which is always important from an airline perspective. So I would hold that one up. Actually, the second one, we're a lot more fun to do business with, because we care about your business, not about the technology. And the third one, which differences, we believe it's around the content and what you do with technology around the content. We don't believe it starts with technology. We believe it starts with content, and technology is a facilitator for making that content available. So I think, and thank you for allowing me to market ourselves. I appreciate it.
My pleasure as well.
I'll remember that question next year to ask you. No, joking aside, I think that the base GDS service is increasingly becoming a commodity. We all do pretty much the same. And that's why we also have the belief, and that's why we at Travelport have been comfortable of letting go of keeping you captured in the desktop and saying, we'll make it available. You book in whatever GDS you want, whether it's ours or someone else's. But we think that we will have the right content at the right prices for you, in the right speed, so that you will prefer to use our solution. Even if you can choose between all 6 of them, even Abacus, in your universal API. Any other questions? Oh, sorry.